You can have industry at the level that we're talking about developing here without disrupting the environment and the, irreversibly in the bay or on the shorelines. Same story in terms of the impediments that you face. Just the other day, somebody wrote another letter to the editor. It's basically saying it's going to destroy the ecosystems of the bay if we put docks out there and if we dredge the channel a little wider. They don't have any evidence for this stuff. They don't. They get up in these public meetings and make these comments. They'll even go to federal court and file these spurious motions about, delaying this or that because they left out talking about some clam problem. And it should be done all across the nation, but it could be done by the stroke of a pen by a governor. All he's got to do is just say, environmental groups no longer have standing in state court. Period. That's it. If you as an individual want to sue, that's fine. You get a lawyer, you come in, if you can show that in fact you're harmed by whatever's going on, not the earth or some bird, but you are harmed, you've got a case. But guess what? You're going to have to put up bond. Because if it's determined that what you're charging is frivolous or without merit, you're paying not only your cost, but the legal cost to the company and all the money they lost while sitting around waiting for a judge to make a decision. And this problem will go away. Community arguing that the commercial oyster beds might be disturbed by what? A month at most of putting in a pipeline in the bay? Well, you know what? Those oyster people are all on ground leased to them by the Port of Coos Bay. Yeah. Pull the leases.
Yeah, that's right.
You're done. If you're going to impede
cave people, they want to go backwards. You can call them cave people or whatever. They want to go backwards, and they're not telling the people truth. And people that have never done this believe that stuff.
I know.
And I'll tell you what.
A lot of them are stimulated by what I call eco-guilt.
Eco-guilt?
Eco-guilt, that, we've ruined the planet, and before they leave this earth, they want to, remedy things. Well, I have a way to expiate their guilt. They should just go hang themselves. That way we don't have to listen to their scientific drivel. They're on a cause, and a lot of it relates to the global warming and the ocean acidification, all these lovely things they throw into every argument having to do with something like putting an LNG terminal in, because the last oil spill I worked on down in California, the Costco Busan, which was where it hit the Oakland Bay Bridge and spilled a minor amount of oil, which was cleaned up in days. Well, yeah, but a sheen, not a slick, a sheen of oil got outside the Golden Gate and went into some marine reserve area. The Marine Reserve bylaws state that they now have an absolute right to confiscate the vessel.
Wow.
And they did make moves to do it, but the company that I worked for, the vessel insurance company, wouldn't release this, but they paid off these people for some amount of money. It was an $80 million vessel, and I'm sure the payoff was in the millions to get them to back off. I'm sorry, but that's just extortion, because there would have been no damage by the sheen that you could have ever quantified. But the new Carissa, of course, it was a massive oil spill, permanent damage to the environment, just like the BP spill. It's all a lie. Every darn bit of it's a lie. There's no permanent damage to anything from these spills.
Let's get back.